When we left off, we were tucked away exploring some of the remote corners of Chilean Patagonia aboard Sea Rover 2.
Alright, you can back up. Clear. Free off the buoy. And time for motor. There's no wind. Well, you know, we always love to have a wing and wing out here, and it's a nice day for that. We've got the breeze picked up after we came out back into the main channel. That allowed us to switch off the motor, and now we've got that pulled out Genoa over here on our starboard side with the main, with a little bit of a preventer out on that port side. And we're just making our way probably another 17 miles. It's a nice early morning. We've got like a 6 a.m. start today, so we are expecting more weather to come back in this evening. And that might even mean we ride out something tomorrow. I think another weather system's going to come through here. Now that we're going into summer, you basically get less intense but maybe more regular storms coming through here because they push the high out of the way and that high fluxes as the low pressure systems come on by.
After our beautiful, nice calm morning, starting to get some weather coming in from the next system that's coming over. A lot of rain in the hills around. We just put a reef in the main and we're still flying, making 7 knots with about 19 knots of wind now.
We're heading to, I can't remember the name of that little bay here, Spectacullah, which hopefully will be better than the other night when we had ratchets coming from every single direction. That's what we're looking forward to tonight.
We're in a beautiful little narrow channel up here called Spectacullah, and it was a long ways up this little narrow channel, but it is a gorgeous spot in here with a view of a waterfall and a couple little streams that we're gonna go check out. On the water's edge, we could hear the fresh water rushing out from the hillside, but we had to venture into the thick vegetation to find it. Out we go. This is a really cool plant. It's called Gunneria. I'm not sure what the local name for it is. It's this amazing plant with huge leaves. It's pretty cool. It likes wet, boggy areas, like here.
Sea Rover 2 is just behind us here, where this is the waterfall we're going to come to after searching the others. A little one just around the corner, but there's a lot of water in here. Beautiful fresh water for sure. I don't think we're going to get any further around here. I'm going to try and get across up here. Actually, higher up, there's a little kind of a thing I might be able to get across. These rocks aren't as slippery, so try that. Try and make it.
See how far I can make it. I have the short boots.
I got the bigger boots. Waterfall, sea over 2, stream, Hillary, waterfall, right there.
Just close my eyes and wish it away. I brave the desert from a bitter cold. To harden my feet and strengthen my toes.
So we've lost depth, which when you don't have charts that you rely or that you can trust, a little bit of an issue. We don't have a spare depth sounder, so not sure what we're going to do.
You can't go to your local West Marine here.
No, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Depth is one of those instruments that's pretty important on board. You can get by pretty easily without things like a fancy anemometer or boat speed, that sort of thing, but depth, there's not much of a replacement for. You can't feel that very well through the water until you hit bottom. Then you can have a good idea of depth, but otherwise depth is a pretty important instrument to have on board.
A depth sounder is pretty much what it says. I don't think it needs much explaining, but it basically tells you the depth under the boat or under the keel, depending on how you have it set up. It just has a little transducer that's sending like a sonar and getting a rebound and telling you how much depth in feet or meters is underneath the boat.
Since we're coming into an anchorage here and have no depth, we have a bow lookout. Both Ty and I are going to be up here on the bow, just spotting if we see any color changes in the water, any like disturbances on the surface, to try and spot and avoid any shallow spots.
A bow lookout's something, even with a working transducer, a lot of times you would still have a bow lookout. Like we said, it's going straight below the boat, and even if you had a forward-looking one, it doesn't hurt to have real eyes looking out to sea. The more people or options you've got, I guess, to spot stuff, the better.
So look at it up there.
Calming down. Tell we just broke through the wind there. Nice and calm in here. So you can see here there's a few obstacles in the path. There's a fishing, looks like some fishermen's floats and a line all the way across this bay. But Hillary's over here, there's a line on shore. She's going to try and find a spot to tie up to, run that back to the stern of the boat here. There's also some other lines on the other shore, kind of right behind me here. So if we wanted to do a second stern line, we could, just to give us even more support here. And there's the anchor out as well, and that should keep us nice and firm. But we're just going to do one shoreline to start, which Hillary's tying now. That'll come back to the stern, the anchor's out, and it looks pretty protected in this little area here. There is lots of kelp that we have seen the whole time down here. And we've been interested for a long time to actually try cooking with some kelp. So I think pretty much all of it is edible, and it's supposed to be quite good for you, I think. So I don't know what type this is. I have to look it up. We don't have a book with us here. If anyone out there knows, feel free to let us know. And then there's bright green stuff too. Neither of them smell fishy or anything like that. They actually feel really nice, and they'd be really good to cook with. Maybe dry this out or just cook with it fresh even would probably be pretty cool. Any recipes?
We need to find some recipes. It's so cool looking.
What do you think we
it.
could cook with that?
Do anything with it. Put it in a soup, a salad, saute it up, I'm sure. Try it out.
If anyone out there has any pretty cool recipes or ideas on identifying different types of kelp, we would love to hear about it, because it's in abundance in a lot of places we go, and it'd be really nice to find something else to cook with. Here's another kind, very rubbery. And this is the stuff we see in all the stores. It's dried and kind of wrapped in bundles. It really feels like a giant elastic band. You should feel this, Hill. Tide changes in what seems like a relatively short period of time that we were at shore. It's probably dropped a good meter already, and now we've got to figure out the dinghy.
High and dry. 1, 2, 3.
This is the last day. We're heading into Porto Alegre. If we can see it, it's pretty crappy weather outside here.
Here's our nice sunny day yesterday.
So we're going in back there somewhere. Jump off.
Off to check in with the port captain. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, we'd really love it if you gave us a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave us a comment. And if you want to see more of the adventure, make sure you're subscribed. Click the bell to get all of the notifications. Until next time, adios.